Life has begun from this moment. That's what I'm going to go for. We on already? And from the top.
Does she have to sing that again, or is that included?
This moment.
That was included. Thank you a million. Thank you a million.
Life has begun from this moment. You are the one.
Come here.
Episode 15.
Oh, it's where I belong.
Of episode 15 of
Organized
Chaos. You're already nervous, dude. Come on, give us an organized
I wasn't really
chaos.
nervous. I just wanted you to say it.
Organized chaos.
Do you not think I can hit those notes?
I know you can't.
Oh, you know I can, bitch.
No.
Episode 15 of
15.
Organized. Yeah.
15, sorry.
What did you think it was?
Sorry, I didn't know if it was 15 or 16. I'm all over the place today.
It's 15. Episode 15 of Organized Chaos.
How have you been since we last spoke?
Amazing. How have you been?
Great.
Yeah?
Hasn't been that long. Quick turnaround this weekend, guys.
Yeah.
So don't expect much. But if you've been listening,
Lads,
you'll know not to expect much, to be fair, anyways.
It's only ever a week till Monday.
That's very true, actually. No, unless it's Friday. It's only 2 days.
Suppose.
It's only ever a week till Monday. That's lies.
It's a fucking
What
lie.
if it's Sunday?
One day.
But yeah, no, being fine now. Nothing wild or wonderful to report. Weather's getting better.
Is it?
Honest to God.
Are we gonna turn this into a weather?
No,
podcast?
honestly, it's up and down like a Hoover's Knickers, isn't it?
But come here. We started off at episode 1 of Organised Chaos.
Yes.
And we talked about corn snacks.
That's true, we did. And we just each had a bag of...
We literally had a bag, if you're looking on YouTube, of Banishee Bones.
I have to say, stellar. Top tier.
10 out of 10.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
100. They're the best crisps. I'm going to say it. They're the best crisps I've ever eaten.
See, this is your short-term memory. It's because you just had them.
No, they haven't changed. This is what it is.
They've actually got better.
Yeah.
They're firmer or something.
It's so flavoursome.
Yeah. This could be 40 minutes about corn snacks. That was people liked the Tato chat, didn't they?
They like the Tato chat, yeah. Who doesn't?
Banshee Bones they're getting better with age. Yeah. Like ourselves.
And
God.
you know what? We found out this year, because they've brought them out for Halloween the last 2 years.
Right, okay.
And that's why they were bringing them out again.
Oh.
But this time they're here to stay.
Woo!
Woo! Bring on those kgs.
No, they are top tier corn snack.
Yeah. It's Monday and I've already eaten them twice.
But the salt and vinegar, it is hard to do a good salt and vinegar right. Sorry, we're having some frozen Fantas here as well. We're not on the gins tonight, unfortunately. It's a Monday. Never stopped us previously.
Never stopped.
But when you think about salt and vinegar, Walker salt and vinegar dirt.
Yeah, dirt.
Anything really. I don't like a salt and vinegar crisp, like Tay or...
No. I do like a salt and vinegar crisp sandwich though.
I said I'm not into crisp sandwich. It's the bread and the butter that freaks me out.
A Banshee Bone sandwich, unreal.
I'll be into that now. No, yeah. I don't know how I feel about the bread around the corn snack. I don't think you need to add anything to a Banshee Bone. It's perfect on its own.
Yeah, it is perfect on its own. I'm just being greedy.
That you want to put it into a sandwich.
Yeah.
No, but they were stellar.
Stellar.
Really.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I would recommend. Unbelievable, seriously.
Just the flavour in your mouth. It's just an explosion of flavour and
the texture on your palate.
No, they definitely have got firmer though. Have to report. But
firm but fair.
Firm like ourselves, firm but fair.
47%.
Yeah.
Anything to report this week? And if you talk about the weather now, we're deleting it.
No.
I know, listen. You can talk about the weather, but you do you.
No, nothing. Just quickly, nothing extra to report on the guard front. I know people have been asking.
Right.
We haven't. It hasn't even been that long since our last recording, but nothing extra to add. We're still just waiting with bated breath on an announcement, but nothing as of yet. The Emmys were on last night. Did you watch them?
The Emmys?
Yeah.
Didn't even know they were on.
Really?
No, genuinely. Haven't heard anything about it.
I didn't watch them, to be fair. Actually, I don't even know if they were televised last night. Maybe they're televised tonight with the time difference.
Okay.
But
Emmys are what?
The Emmys are the television awards.
Okay. What's the Emmy stand for?
Oh God, I don't know.
Entertainment?
I don't know if it stands for anything.
Okay.
But I like awards. I like awards season, but I'm only really interested in them if I kind of know what's going on. And I did read today that The Crown was a big winner.
Oh.
As expected, I think. And, which obviously we've all heard The Crown. I've never watched it.
Never.
People, like, so many people have said, you need to watch it. Like, it's so good. Like, wait to get into it. I'm just not into it. I'm just not into that type of series.
Right.
And then, have you ever heard of Ted Lasso?
Never.
I genuinely never heard of it until this morning when I seen all the talk about the Emmys. So Ted Lasso won big as well. It's your man, I can't say his second name. You know Jason... No, not Jason Statham. The other guy, Jason Stokashi or something.
I actually think I know who you're on about, yeah.
He's in that film with Jennifer Aniston, you know, when they're like a mismatched family and they're going... Meet the Millers. You know Meet the Millers? No phones. You know Meet the Millers?
Yes.
You know the dad? What's his name?
No.
That is him. Jason.
Will you just Google it, please?
Meet the Millers, or We Are the Millers, or whatever it's called. Yeah, We Are the Millers. You know when they go on holidays in the RV. You know the film I'm on about?
I know the film. I love
Great
it.
film, really good film.
I love the sun in it.
Jennifer Aniston shifts the sun because they're not really, like, you know, it's very funny. But that guy is the lead character in Ted Lasso. I briefly read today. It's basically about, he's an American, but
is he also in The Hangover?
No, you're thinking of you're thinking of Doug. No, different guy altogether.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he is. Yeah, sorry, you're right. He's the
dad.
The other family. No, he's the other family.
Oh, sorry, there's two families.
Kind of, yeah. Yes. Sudokus. Very, very difficult to say. But he goes to England to be like a soccer coach. Apparently it's a comedy. I never heard of it. I'm surprised. And it's obviously massive if it's winning Emmys. But I haven't heard anyone even talking about it. So it'll be interesting.
Who votes for the Emmys? Who votes for the winners?
The Academy.
Yeah, is it like?
I assume it's like a panel or whatever, like an
It's
academy
not
of some
like,
sort, or the the Hollywood Foreign Press and all that
It's
shit.
not a public vote.
No, I don't think any of them big award ceremonies are. I think it's only like Nickelodeon. It's a public vote. I know, I'm not entirely sure.
I'm here for it.
But yeah, the Emmys were on last night. I don't think there was any major controversy at it that I'm aware of. Anyways, didn't really see that many outfits either. I suppose it's a bit of, like, from a fashion point of view, it's probably lackluster when the Met Gala was only last week, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were the only two big winners I heard of. And then, see, I've no interest in it when you don't know anyone. You know all, like, and the award for best lighting goes to, like, I like, fair play to the lads, like, you know, you can't run a show without lighting, but no, like, could not care less.
No.
Which is terrible because it's like, you know,
they put their heart and soul into
it's
that.
always the big guy, isn't it? Who's there for the little man? No one.
Not
me.
you.
I'm there
Not
for them.
you.
Not me, clearly. But yeah, the Emmys were on last night, and do you know what I watched actually on Sunday? I'm sure you've heard of it. Kin.
Yeah, heard.
So
never.
so many people. So loads of people were saying to me last week, being like, "Now, by the way, this is all Bicky's bits, so don't come with me later on being like, any Bicky's bits, because this is fucking it, right?"
All right, well, you should have fucking said that then.
Just straight in.
I launched in. How was your week? Nothing back.
I might as well just straight.
You wasn't even like, how was yours, Evan? You have a good week? Well,
I did ask you, and you had nothing. You were just like, yeah, grand, nothing wild or wonderful.
Did I?
So I watched the first episode. I'm not going to say anything because I'm sure many people haven't. Well, some people haven't seen episode 1. I haven't watched episode 2 yet now, but it's like love hate.
Oh,
Like,
I have heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Irish as well. No?
Yeah. So it's called Kin. It's about the Kinsella family.
Okay.
I'd say it's loosely
them dirty Kinsellas.
Yeah, I'd say it's loosely based on another KIN family in Dublin. The Minahans.
Yeah. I was like, what?
But Aidan Gillen, he's kind of seems to be one of the lead characters anyways.
Okay.
And very good. Very love-hate vibes. Probably going to be here to stay for a while, I reckon.
I never watched Love Hate.
Did you not?
No.
Oh, I did.
I seen the last episode.
How many seasons was there? Like 3? It wasn't that many. Maybe 4.
4, yeah.
Maybe 4. No, definitely worth a watch. Nature.
Yeah, but like never watched it. I find it hard to sit down.
Well, this one, I think the first episode came was about an hour long.
Yeah.
Or an hour and 50 minutes long. Like, it's like a little fucking feature film. And Love Hate was only, I think, 40 minutes. So,
yeah.
But I enjoyed it. Like, I'm the same as you. Like, unless I'm into something, I will not watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I won't have the attention span to keep watching
It's
it.
just that I find it hard to tell myself to get into them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would get into anything if I gave myself the attention. Like, if I allowed myself the time.
Sat down, I'm like, right, I'm going to watch this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the time. Time is money, guys, you know?
But, yeah, Kin was very good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoyed that.
Okay.
Have you been watching anything now, as of late?
Oh, well, we all know. Married at First Sight is my baby boo.
Oh, yeah. I haven't been watching it, so you can fill me in.
Oh, lads. I really hope someone has picked up the More 4 app and started to watch it and change their lives, because it's...
Do you have to watch it on the app? Sure, it's on TV.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I just don't have...
It's easier to watch it on the go.
Yeah, you can just get it whenever.
Yeah.
But, like, spoiler alert for anyone who's not up to date with, like, episode... Well, no, I'm actually not up fully to date, but I was on, like, episode 8, maybe. And after the first... episode 7. They do... So these people each week have like new tasks, like new challenges, things to face, like couples face to kind of challenge their relationship.
Okay.
And then they meet back as couples, so they're all a big group, boys and girls. And then they have a commitment ceremony the next day. So they all meet, let's say on a Friday night.
Yeah.
They have been with their significant others and just their significant others for the week, so they haven't had any outside family or friends or anything like that. It's just been them and their new spouse, and then they come back into their group and have dinner and drinks with their friend, with the whole group, and that's when shit goes down.
Are they drinking?
They're drinking and they're attacking each other and shouting and roaring at each other, and
love it.
Like, one of them's all like, I'm there in love, and why don't you love me like they love each other, and
God.
I want their love, and I hate you, bitch.
And come here, is it scripted?
No, and then they're shifting each other. Then they're cheating on each other.
At the commitment ceremony?
Oh, you better believe it. At the commitment ceremony. Well,
yeah.
one of them could go out for a sly fag, you know, and a fella's following them, next thing they're shifted.
Stop.
But then the next day, so let's say that's Friday night, next day they wake up hungover to bits and they have to go to a commitment ceremony, and they both have to say, right? They're sitting in front of the specialists.
I think
it's
it's the panel
the experts,
or whatever. Yeah.
the experts. And
matchmakers.
the matchmakers. And the experts do be like, how was your week? And they talk them, they want to give them some like insight, and they want to give them some feedback. Girl? Yeah, like, have you been a good girlfriend? Have you been a good husband? And they're like, oh, how did you feel? And you're like, I don't feel like he loves me. And they're like, that's your insecurities. Your ex used to beat you. Like, you know. But the shit went down at commitment ceremony 1. Like, I actually can't believe you don't watch it. Like, you would love Big Bob.
Who's Big Bob?
Bob is ready to party. So
I love him. Does he wear a cowboy hat?
Yes.
Okay. Can he wear a cowboy hat?
He's been matched. Like, so Big Bob is like...
Let me show you a picture of him.
So Big Bob, everyone Google him. Big Bob reminds me of the genie in Aladdin. That's what he reminds me of. Like, he's all...
You'll never have a friend, ever have a friend. You'll never have a friend but like, he's like a big, me.
Like, big guy, like, full of charisma. He's love all, how you doing? But you can tell he's really...
Yeah, I love Big Bob.
He's really...
Looks like a fun guy.
Trodden down with his insecurities. Like, you know, behind it all, Big Bob, yeah. He's maybe
he's not Big Willy Bob.
Maybe not. Maybe he's lacking. But he was coupled up with a girl called Megan, right? Megan never been in a relationship before. You can tell she's kind of... thinks of herself as a bit prim and proper.
Yeah.
And she's kind of an introvert and he's a real extrovert. Like, he wants people to laugh and he wants people to feel good.
Centre of attention.
Centre of attention, yeah. And she starts cutting him down.
Meg.
She's really tearing away at our Big Bob.
And like, hurting him.
And I feel personally attacked. So I can imagine he does, right? But at the commitment ceremony anyway, he's all sitting there nice and quiet and he's all... everything's rosy, and she's like,
who's he paired up with? Megan,
right?
Fuck.
So he's all, it's been a tough week. Like, he's all trying to make it work, and she's like, I just can't really bear him. Right? She's
That's
saying
what I feel about you.
Right? I can't fucking bear him. She's like, I can't really bear him. Like, I'm an introvert, he's an extrovert. Like, sometimes I feel like he's just not himself. Like, he's this
playing up
character,
a bit or whatever,
like,
yeah.
And he is. Like, he says that himself. Like, that's
naturally him.
That's his insecurities, though. Like, he tries to make everyone else love him. He needs people to like him.
Yeah.
So, like, it is a bit sad. And he starts to bawl. And he's like, it's true, I do just put on this character to make everyone like me, and I try my best, but that's just the way I am or whatever. And, like...
he's a people pleaser. He wants to please people,
pleaser, right? And, like, he's bawling. And he's
you're
being really...
fuming.
No, I'm like ready to bawl with Big Bob because I'm like, who does she think she is treating our Big Bob like that, right? So then this other bastard comes up, excuse my language, right? This other wagon comes up and his name is Jordan and he's matched with this girl, Alexis. And Jordan, I don't know. He's absolutely now. Sorry, excuse my French. He's hideodorous. Like he needs to be in the bell tower and the Hunchback in Notre Dame.
Stop,
Swear,
poor Jordan.
he's not short of a hunchback, and he's got this big mouth on him, right? And he never smiles, and he's all
real glum.
like, yeah, real glum. Like no facial expressions, like just staring into your soul. And he lets on he's real intelligent or some shit. But anyway, Alexis is a London girl who like has like a following on social media or whatever. And the whole way they sit up, Jordan and Alexis sit up, right, in front of the experts, and they're like, "How was your week?" And Alexis is like, "I find it really tough. Like he's always like giving side digs at me. He told me I'm not his type. He likes blonde hairs, blue eyes, and she's a black woman with dark hair and dark eyes and." She's like, he told me that my job isn't a real job. She's an influencer. Like, he told me that I'm too boisterous. I'm not a lady. Like, just really, like, rude, nasty things. And the experts are like, is that what you said? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, who do you think you are, chicken?
But for a lot of people going on Married at First Sight, they're all fucking fierce picky.
Oh, terrible picky.
Like,
Like, this is why you're like, why are you going on this? They're like,
if you're
this
not
is not
open
what
to-
I ordered.
It's not
like,
it's not a fucking fast food restaurant, Sheila.
It's not McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah,
all right?
take what you're given and be happy with it. Work.
They obviously had to sign a contract, but anyway, it makes for good TV, so I'm not giving out.
Oh no, yeah.
But
Keep it
anyway,
coming.
right, wait to hear the bomb drop, right?
No,
so
stop.
Big Bob's after pouring his heart out.
Look,
He's
I'm
after
watching it.
bawling, right?
Ah.
And then
Himself and Alexis.
Jordan goes,
No, stop.
I do have something I want to say tonight.
He fancies Big Bob.
No.
What? What?
He shifted Megan the night before.
Stop.
No, Big Bob lost it.
Did he go like? Did he go
No, ball.
crazy?
Ball. He
Bald?
started having panic attacks. He was like that.
Yeah, but then he started
Yeah.
Jordan, you're a prick.
Jordan, you're a prick. No, but then
Oh.
afterwards goes up and shakes his hand. I appreciate you telling me. Just because he lost a friend.
Don't say
No,
anyone.
I have to say, lads, I know you didn't ask
Is
for
it only
that.
like episode 1 or something? Episode 2 or is
No,
it?
that's episode 7.
Oh, it's in a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a long season though, isn't it?
But I mean,
Yeah, they're long enough.
yeah, I think they're 20 episodes long or something. But I mean, I was on the edge of my seat that whole episode.
So that's the one thing you can sit down and you can like phone
yeah.
down.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
talk. Like you're pausing if you're going to the loo.
I am full
You know
out.
you're into something if you're pausing it to
go to the loo. I wouldn't
or
miss-
anything. If you're
wouldn't miss a
pausing it to
trick.
like do anything.
Yeah.
I'm like that with a lot of things. Like that's I can't like passively watch anything. You know the way somebody can come in and put on the TV and have something on the background and kind of half watching it.
No.
I hate that. I'd rather just have the TV off.
Sometimes I put a Disney movie on in the background, but
If there's music, like
if
you're
I was
listening-
folding clothes or something.
yeah, no, I just normally like listen to music or silence. Like love a bit of silence as well, mate. You know.
I love a bit of silence.
But I can't possibly watch something. So anything I watch, to be fair, if I have to go do anything, I'll pause it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I just hate missing stuff and being like lost. Because I get very easily lost. Like I'd be watching something intently and being like, what? Like sometimes I'm watching something, but I'm not watching it. My mind's elsewhere.
Is it?
I'm not taking it in.
It's like me when I'm sitting beside you. I'm like, I'm here, but I'm not here.
When you're on your phone.
I'm on my phone.
What else do you have got for me?
Are you finished?
Not for me.
Are you finished Bicky Space? Because I just dived in there with Married at First Sight because I was so
Yeah,
into
that's
it.
really all Biggest Bits I have. Yeah, go on. You go on.
Yeah, go on.
I have a hypothetical for you later on. Just wondering what you do in this situation.
Can't wait. We did have a question a few weeks ago on episode 11. You weren't on it about
Right.
if you were an X-Man and you could have a power, what would it be? Do you remember what Alex said? He's going to be delighted to get another shout out today.
Yeah, he wants royalties.
He said if his power would be to print money, right? And I was like, well, what? Someone's attacking and you're like, hey, I need to ring. I need to ring Alex.
I did listen to that
He's
episode.
got loads of money. He goes, oh no, I'll just pay someone to protect.
So the X-Men, do I need to know what X-Men is? Or is this...
Do you don't know what X-Men are?
X-Men.
They're super.
Yeah, like, so it's just...
Superhero.
What superpower I'd have?
Yeah. Oh. So like mutants, they're called. So
Okay.
like, let's say.
What did you pick?
Well, I didn't pick one actually.
What
Did
would
I?
you pick then?
Um,
Do you have one in mind?
I've none in mind. No.
Like, straight away my mind just goes to, fly, invisible. But like, what would I... Like, if I had to defend myself and my town, Gotham. Well, they do say Clare Town is the Gotham of Ireland.
Do they?
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. To protect my townspeople, I'd probably like...
Laser eyes.
No, like...
Cyclops has that.
Yeah, is that fire or is that ice? Ice.
You want ice?
I'd want ice from the hands. I'll be
Ice
all
from
like
hands.
Spider-Man, but like icicles coming out of me.
Oh, what's that going to do?
Freeze them to death.
Okay.
Like they literally be in a little ice cube.
And what's your name?
Icicle Bick.
Bicycle.
No. Ice cups. Ice cups. Ice clods. But yeah, what would you? That's I'm not into Marvel. I'm not into X-Men. I don't know. I'm really poor at like all that kind of stuff.
You're really poor creative wise.
Yeah, like pick it up.
I just love that Alex said he would print money. I don't know. I'm asking everyone else questions, but I don't know.
Have a think. So your head just goes to something like basic, bitch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like invisible, but like what would you like?
What was the thing that Wolverine had? He had
claws?
adamantium.
What's that?
Adamantium's the strongest substance metal in the world. He has it through his body, so he practically can't be murdered.
If he gets cut, he can regenerate.
Oh yeah, he's
And,
like invincible.
Magneto controls magnets.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Magneto's a good one. Be able to like.
I think I'd like a mind control, like what's Xavier.
That's serious.
Yeah,
like,
that's serious.
that reminds me of like Hunger Games, the Volturi. Doesn't the head guy in the Volturi?
Now come here.
Sorry, not the Hunger
Now
Games.
come here.
Sorry, Twilight.
You're
Twilight.
in the
that's-
wrong genre.
Sorry, Twilight. The Volturi. You know what's the head guy's name? And he has like mind control.
I can't remember his name.
If you were in Hunger Games, do you think you'd survive?
100%.
If you were in Hunger Games, you'd
Yeah.
survive.
I actually seen a meme or a reel on, and it's that guy. Do you follow a guy called Christopher Hall? He's this English guy. He's like a dancer, but he's just gas on Instagram, and he does all these sketches, and like he green screens himself into, and he's just like a London boy, say, or wherever he's from, and he's like, "Is this it? Oh, Katniss, I did not sign up for this." And all he's just giving it loads.
Love Katniss.
I think did we not talk about us surviving in the Hunger Games before?
Yeah, I think
How would you survive? Like,
What do you do? What's the first thing you do?
But,
What's
like-
the first weapon you're looking for?
any weapon.
My name is Katniss. This district smells like cat piss.
Motherfucking Hunger
Yeah.
Games.
We never
Yeah.
finished it. Sorry, that's what happens.
So like what's our scenario? Where are we? We're in
So-
like the arena as such.
Yeah.
But what kind of landscape?
Listen,
Okay.
right?
Right.
It's a desert island.
It's a desert island.
There's no shade.
Oh fuck.
That sun is burning the scalp off you.
I tie my hair up first of all. That's the first thing I do. 'Cause
Okay.
I need to get rid of that middle part, and because honest to God, I do get scalded.
Scalded.
I go to be raw red. It's the sun just fucking bounces off the top of my head, and I have a middle split, and I'm not blessed with really thick hair, so I get burnt.
Okay, so hair's going up.
So well,
And like, have you brought a bobbin?
well, if I don't, I'll just find reeds of the grass and I'd like tie it up.
Oh, very
I just
innovative.
make sure I don't have my scalp on show.
Okay,
It's the first
okay.
thing I do in the middle of the Hunger Games.
First things first.
Right, so that's a desert island.
So everyone's let out of a bag and they're all running for weapons. And Bicky's tying herself up with a blade of grass. Brilliant. Okay, I can see this finishing up quick enough. Off you go.
No, so like, what's the task? We have to get to like.
Well, you need to find your way. You need to find your weapon. Have you never seen Hunger Games?
Okay.
They all run for the weapons.
Okay, so
And then they dart off and try to hide or survive or
right,
kill
we all
people.
wake up disoriented on the beach. We're after like washing up onto the shore, but we're not too close together. Like we're like
No.
you know, a couple of 100 yards away from each other, and there's 12 contestants. I am obviously right waking up. What the fuck am I? Right, shit, I'm on desert island.
What number contestant are you?
6, obviously.
Obviously.
Naturally, you're 12. And I am waking up and disorientated. I'm like, right, okay, why am I wet? Okay,
You're naked.
I'm after, no, we're not.
No,
We're
we're
all-
not. You are.
Why am I in this?
Because 6 is always naked. They never had enough money to dress.
Oh, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
less baggage. I'm not dressing myself.
No, okay.
Because then, like,
What about all over sunburn?
well, I can't fucking,
That was straw.
I can't, fucking manage the sun. I just have to take it. Like, I just need to be quick. There's no shade, nothing.
No shade, no clothes on.
Well, I wake up anyways, and I'm running. I'm just running inland.
Are you really fast?
I'm quick, yeah. I just have elastics on me.
Like, you gel lights.
The only thing is, like I'm quite nifty,
Okay.
so I am belting it.
And you know what? Clothes, you don't need them. You're aerodynamic.
I am aerodynamic.
Yeah.
So I'm all
Yeah.
arms going side to side, and I'm just running inland like that, scouring for the first weapon I see.
And what weapon are you looking for? Like, what's your go-to?
Hard to know. You're after washing up disoriented on an island.
You need a bow. You need a bow and arrow.
I'm picking up the first thing I see. The first thing I see is an axe.
Okay.
It's an axe. Like it's wooden handled, about 2 foot in length with a big fucking
So
axe
that
head.
means you need to get close to people to kill them.
Yeah, but that's what I have at the moment. That's what I found first.
But do you feel because you're naked, people will be attracted to you?
I'm like a magnet.
Yeah. You can see District 2's hanging out one titty. District 7's always gnawing on your arse cheek.
But yeah, and then it's just into the thick of it. I have my first weapon. Obviously, if I find up a 1 hour or something, like a gun or whatever, because it's the Hunger Games.
And you know Little Roo?
Fuck Little Roo.
No, like, are you gonna kill Little Roo?
I'll kill anyone.
If she's in your way,
I've no.
You're gonna beat a
I don't
bitch.
want. I'll pretend I have allies.
And
But I'd be like, right, I'm gonna make sure you make it to the end. I'd be like, come here, whisper in their ear, and bang, straight with the axe into the back, dead. Like, because it's one less to worry about.
Right.
Because you don't know what they're thinking.
Right.
You can't trust anyone.
No.
Like, it's literally every man and woman for themselves.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how I'd survive.
So you're killing Roo.
I'm killing anyone that comes within.
Are you gonna even at least pretend you care when they're dead, or are you just gonna be like, bitch?
There's no time.
Okay.
You just have to keep going.
Yeah.
It's literally survival of the fittest.
And what do you want? Like, if let's say this was an ideal scenario, what would you like the prize to be? Like, what would be? Oh, I don't care. I'm killing every bitch in here. I need to get that.
Well, it would be having to survive. That would be the prize. If you don't win, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Okay, but
to want to win. Only one person makes out alive. That's enough.
Okay. And what if you were madly in love? Yeah.
Well, it's either me or him.
What if Gareth Brooks is there?
It's either me or him.
He's District
like
8.
if the rules are there's 12 contestants and only one's getting out
and
alive.
you'll never hear his voice again.
Listen, we have.
And he's after watching Trish die because you murdered her.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
You murdered Trish.
Yeah.
You murdered her with her.
There's no time. Guys, I don't think you're missing the point.
There's
this
no
is
time.
the Hunger Games. We're after washing up on a desert island. Naked. And
Sunburnt to bits.
Like I'm getting third degree burns.
Burns.
Burns by the minute. I've no antihistamines.
This district smells like cabbage.
Yeah. I've no antihistamines.
No.
I'm breaking out in prickly heat.
Yeah.
Like it is.
And there's sinking sand in certain areas.
And luckily I have the Asics on though. So they're all clothed, but none of them have shoes. So they're like literally hot potatoes running around the sand. And I've only shoes. No bra, no sports bra, nothing. So I'm just, alone to myself running inland in that desert island. But yeah, order would be pick up the first weapon I say, see, but it wouldn't be the only, obviously if I come across something better, and just absolutely slaying bitches.
Right.
Yeah, so that'd be my plan.
Yeah.
God, I feel a bit like, heart's racing a bit.
I feel like if I was to put money on you, I wouldn't bother.
No, I'm winning.
Why would we get on to that though? Oh yeah, X-Men. Yeah, so you're going to be icing people.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, let's go with icing people.
You're going to keep your clothes on and ice people as a mutant.
Fully clothed, thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks so much.
And
you're
I
all
need to
mind, you're all...
Yeah, I'm going to control minds.
For now, it could change by episode 20.
Yeah, no,
we'll have
like,
different powers.
I'm always going to evolve. Innovations,
Yeah.
I'm going to be creative.
Yeah. You're going to be like an
something new.
X-Men influencer.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to influence people to like, don't kill me. Buy this. Whitening toothpaste.
yeah.
Instead.
Don't kill me. Brush your teeth, bitch.
Yeah. But I had one for you actually. I was reading, and where's my phone? I don't need it. I was reading an article, and a woman in Georgia.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think it was like around July. Now, you're not going to like this, but you're going to have to work with me, and I want you to put yourself in the situation.
Okay.
And you have to be somewhat realistic.
Okay.
About it, okay? So, a woman in Georgia was in bed, and what she described it as is she thought she'd seen a piece of fuzz on the ground. Like, like I'm assuming fuzz, it was an American story, is like fluff or whatever, like floof.
Yeah, from a teddy bear.
Bum floof. And she went to touch it and it moved.
Oh, holy God.
Turns out a massive snake had laid 17 baby snakes underneath her bed.
Is this real life?
This is true to life. This happened in Georgia in the US in Augusta. She was in the bedroom.
7 baby snakes.
Apparently it's quite
baby
common.
Snakes do.
Apparently it's quite common for snakes. Now, and in the state of Georgia, it's like non-venomous snakes, which I think are like 95% of snakes that you'd see. They're state protected. You can't kill them. Like you can't fucking, so there was a massive snake under her bed apparently, and it had 17 babies. So she had 18 snakes.
17 babies.
17 babies. They must have like litters. I don't know what's a snake's.
Litters.
It probably is a litter.
A
of
litter of
snakes.
snakes.
Hardly. Which one do you want? This is called Floofy, and this is Teddy Bear. But
Are you going to ask me what I'm going to do?
what you doing? You're in AVH. You're like, what? Like, oh. And see, snakes apparently they don't smell unless you actually pick them up. People, there's a myth that goes around that says snakes smell like cucumber. Read that today. It's actually incorrect apparently. Snakes don't.
Read that, then unread it.
Yeah, they tend not to smell unless if you pick one up and smell it, I think you can get like a musky, not quite like a nasty kind of smell off it. But like, and they're very, very quiet obviously as well.
They're not. They're all...
No, they can be very, like, yeah.
No, but they still have that, like...
Yeah, but like, I think they can be quiet if they want to be.
So what are their litters called?
So what would you...
The litters are called a kit.
Ah,
A kit.
Kit of snakes.
So 17 kits of snakes.
Yeah.
A kit of 17 snakes.
Mama Snake had 17 kits.
Fuck.
And the bit no, she had a
One kit. She had one kit.
17 snakelets.
Oh my God. Now I like them.
Yeah, snakelets.
They're called snakelets.
That is cute. Snakelets.
Piglets, yeah.
Oh, piglets.
And bracelets.
What? I was like, braces. What animal is that?
Baby brace.
Oh.
What are you doing? I want you to put yourself in a situation.
Well, I'm obviously going to wear the snakelets as bracelets now because they're so cute.
You're in AVH.
Right.
And you're like, what is that sound? Or you can kind of hear it. You're like, you look under the bed and there's a big mama snake and there's 17 snakelets under the bed. What are you doing?
Trigger warning, guys. I might just commit sue.
Stop.
No, swear I couldn't live with that.
Stop.
Yeah. Sewer slide.
No.
No.
I told you to be realistic. What are you doing? Honestly, you wake up and you're like, fuck. Like, you can get out, but like, who you calling? What you doing? All your shit's in there, you know?
All your shit's in there, but I can fucking keep it. Them snakelets can have it. I'd die. Like, I would die. Like, I don't
Would you
actually think
actually
I'd have to do anything. I think I would probably have a heart attack.
And just die in the spot.
Yeah, dead. Yeah. Like snakes aren't my, like, worst
Biggest
fear.
Yeah.
Like, I always say I'd rather see a snake than a lizard. But, like, I say that because I've never seen a snake.
I know,
like,
yeah.
slithering
Have you never
around.
seen a snake, like...
Never seen a snake slithering around. Like, seen
like-
it in the zoo
yeah,
and all.
yeah, yeah.
Like, but, like, never just... Like, during holidays, like, you'd run into a gecko, like a lizard.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, fuck. But, like, I've never just run into a snake.
Like every, I think, animal other than a dog scares you around town. Like bats.
Oh, my
But yeah,
God. There's
bats aren't great.
a lot of bats around the town recently.
I think it's
Like
I
a
think
bat
it's-
out of hell.
I think it's the weather. Honestly, I think bats like are more prevalent in like milder weather, like and like clearer nights. You know, we're having quite clear nights and stuff.
Yeah, we'll bring on the cold because them bitches were...
No, I was also completely off topic. Can't wait for like I'm a Celeb, Fluffy Jammies, Christmas movies.
Absolutely.
I'm putting up a Christmas tree on the 1st of November. I'm sorry I'm saying it.
Yeah, you're dead right.
Maybe not the 1st of November, but early. Like I think I put it up mid-November last year. I'm going to go for the same.
Yeah.
I'm going to aim for the same heights.
You deserve it. You
I
deserve
love it.
all
I love the
happiness.
Christmas tree, honest to God.
So we won't talk about that too soon.
Sorry.
We'll have nothing to talk about in the next 4 episodes.
Next,
We're
we
going to
were
do a
only
Christmas
talking about that
special.
today, yeah.
Yeah. Christmas special coming hard and fast.
Now, obviously, no planning has to be done. We've about 10 episodes to get through before we do a Christmas special, but
But if I seen a snake in my room,
you die.
with baby snakes, like, yeah, like I could possibly see the funny side and be like, I'm gonna ring Bicky. I'm gonna see if she'll come up to my house. I'm gonna say, Bicky, I got new bed sheets. Will you pop up and help me change them? And next thing, bam, you see the snakelets.
Imagine you rang me saying that. I'd be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm terrible busy, so
I'd be like, sorry. Like,
Evelyn,
thanks, but no thanks.
it's 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, like I'm in work.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Listen, you may come down. It's really urgent.
Yeah, I need to change my bed.
But yeah, no, I read that article today. Like, just imagine. I'm just trying to put myself in the. Because obviously, I wouldn't be a snake fan either. But like,
Yeah, what would you do?
no, die as well.
Yeah, you were
I
like,
know.
I want you to really think
No, I'm
about
thinking
this
like I'm trying to think
logically.
like, okay, no, I'd obviously like jump out of my bed and I close the door,
Close the door
and then I'd
forever.
ring like the ISPCA helpline. What else do you want to do?
Do you know what article I read? You've been mad about this, I'd say. About a guy, the owner of Alfie's.
Yeah.
Have you heard this?
No.
The owner of Alfie's recently got some bad press because a young guy who was doing a bit of bar staff or a bit of waiting recently got paid a bucket of 5 cents for his weekly wage. You didn't hear about this?
No.
Just
Oh,
explain it better. What?
brain
But like,
freeze.
is there more to explain? So
Who got paid 5 cents?
so
What, the bar staff?
yes, one of the bar staff.
Or Alfie's?
Yes, right.
that
So
work?
this was on the journal. So I just this is in inverted commas. I just started laughing. Employee was paid with bucket of 5-cent coins by Dublin restaurant. The 5-cent coins, more than 7,000 of them weighed almost 30 kilos. A Dublin restaurant that paid one of its employees with a bucket of 5-cent coins did not comply with payment and legal tender legislation, an employment law specialist has said. Rian Kyo was paid €355 in 5-cent coins by Alfie's restaurant in Dublin city centre this week, a number of weeks after the student finished working for the establishment. Kyo said he was waiting for his final pay before Alfie's owner, Niall McMahon, they're all name dropping, told him it was ready to be collected at the premises on South William Street. They did him dirty, right? When he arrived to get the money, the third year UCD student said he was taken aback. I love that.
Taken aback.
I was taken aback. To find the money was being paid entirely in 5-cent coins in a large bucket amounting to around 7,100 coins. Like,
And was it purely just to do him? Like,
he goes,
how much trouble did Niall have to go to?
So like, honestly, I just started laughing. That's all I could think to do. I took a little video and sent it to my friends. I went around the corner to Bar Rua. I had a pint and went on home. Well
dead
done,
right.
Mr. Kyo.
5 cent coins?
He didn't take it with him, did he?
Wait to hear. So Rian and his curious cargo drew a flurry of questions from curious punters in the pub. After paying for his drink with card, the student caught the Lewis home. The 15-minute walk from the Lewis stop to his house took around half an hour as he struggled with the nearly 30 kilos of coinage.
It's a farmer's carry if I ever heard one.
Honest to God, right? So there's an employment law specialist, Richard Grogan, said that Rian was not obliged to accept the payment.
I love Richard Grogan.
Do
you
ya?
know who he is?
No.
Oh my God. So your homework is you need to Instagram Richard Grogan. He's a solicitor and an employment specialist. He's literally in his 60s or probably late 60s. Remember I was saying to you, the guy that says, that's the law, or that's a fact and that's a law. That's him. But he's like a following on Instagram.
Right.
He's like an owl lad, but he is
Richard's saying how it is. So Rian was not obliged to accept payment in that form as Alfie had failed to comply with the relevant legislation, which is Section 10 of the Economic and Monetary Union Act 1998.
Yeah.
Grogan noted that the legislation states that no one is obliged to accept more than 50 coins denominated at any single transaction.
Good to know.
So the bucket of coins did not comply with that act. But anyway, fast forward to when they asked Niall what his crack was. When asked about the situation, Alfie's owner Niall McMahon said he had no comment to make and that it was a personal matter. I'd say...
Well, I'm sorry, Niall. It's not a personal matter if you're paying the lad that's after doing work for you.
Maybe your mum was after robbing the fucking tip jar or something.
Yeah. Could have been
Like, we gave him short notice, like left him hanging.
like is the young lad.
It's between me and that employee and that's it, he added.
Well, it's not really if you're breaking
Private
the law.
matter. But let's just speculate. What do you think he did? You've got...
I'd maybe not tip jar. Maybe he was like, this poor chap. We're absolutely burying him. Maybe he was robbing on the job, and maybe Niall found out. And in them situations, it's easier for the employee to resign because obviously they can go into a new job not having been fired. Essentially. So if this young lad's not kicking up murder, maybe he knows, right, fuck, I'll say nothing now and just, because your man Niall doesn't seem to, like, he's a business owner of a fairly popular
Alfie's
spot.
Is very popular,
I'm sure
yeah.
he knows.
Yeah.
And he would have obviously legal advice and all. Something's after going down there. Oh,
I'd say
the plot thickens.
I'd say Niall is in the closet.
Right.
He's a gay man under it.
Okay.
And himself and Rian had the diddly dumps one night.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon so. And I'd say Niall took it up the shooter. And then Rian went and told someone. And that was it. He's like, fuck that, I'm giving him a bucket of 5 cents.
And out you go. that took a turn. You really thought about this.
That took a turn.
Not robbing on the job or not robbing the tip jar. No.
I know you'd already touched on those, so I just said I'd go a different avenue.
Yeah, take a different
all
route.
together.
But yeah.
If you received that payment.
Yeah, what would you have done if someone gave you a bucket of 5 cents?
I'd be like, fuck off, not taking it. Give me my cash.
Honest to God.
Yeah.
Cash is king.
Well, I wouldn't take it. Sure, first of all, I wouldn't leave without counting every bit of it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to sit down here now and
I'd
count
sit
this.
there and be like, Niall, I'd love you to count that out in front of me. Thanks so much.
Yeah, if you're going to hand me that, you have to count it out.
Yeah. Didn't even give it in bags of like 5 cents come in bags of 10. 10
Ours
euros.
go in fives.
Do they?
Yeah, 5.
Oh, maybe they
It's
do come in
€5.
fives. Is it €5?
Yeah, well, or I think it's 5.
Well, yeah.
Ones is ones,
generic.
twos is twos, fives 5, 10 is 10,
10's
20s
10.
is 10s as well.
10s, yeah.
50s is 25s.
25, ones is 25s and twos is 50s.
Yeah.
So yeah, he didn't even give them in bags of tenors.
Bastard.
Bags
of fibres, I mean.
Bags of fibres. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I won't take it. 30 kilograms as well.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, you can pay for my Uber home.
Couldn't even kettlebell swing that.
No.
Not at all.
I'd be deadlifting my weekly wages.
Honest to God. But that's a gas story. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Thanks so much.
No problem.
I have nothing else for you.
Do you know?
No.
Well, come here. If you were a transformer,
Oh, jeez.
what vehicle would you transform?
See, I never watched any of these films.
If you were a transformer,
let me
for
think.
anyone that can't hear, if you were a
Kia Sonic.
If you were a transformer,
If I was
what would you
transformer,
transform
oh no,
into?
actually, yeah, I'd transform into a Nissan Note. My first ever car. Absolute unidentified semi truck.
Unidentifiable
Like
semi
it
truck.
is, like the Nissan Note is a beast. That yoke can move.
I used
like a
to
lunchbox on
pray
wheels.
that you'd lift the ban.
When we all used to smoke.
We used to smoke in the.
I never smoked in the Nissan Note. Did we?
Did we never? We
No.
did. We did. That's when it all started, saying lift the ban.
Oh, we did, because it was
We
my
did.
first car. God, when was it? Maybe 9 years ago. Yeah, roughly 9 years ago. And we did used to smoke in it. But then obviously I'd be getting into it at 6:30 a.m. to drive to work, to drive into the city.
And I used to
I'd never,
stank.
we never smoked in the mornings. Well, I didn't. I was always like a out smoker. I'd never smoke in the mornings. And I used to get into the car at 6:30 in the morning. I'd be like,
Stinking.
I'd be like, so I was like, no, banning it.
Not doing
and
it.
then for 5 years later, it was like, anytime I'm going to my car, I was like,
Lift the ban.
Lift the ban.
And you never did.
Never did.
Not
But yeah,
for
that's why I
love or money.
transform into a Nissan Note. What about you?
I would transform into a what was a Jazz. What are them yokes called?
Is it a car?
Yeah. A Nissan Jazz, is it? No, Hyundai Jazz. I don't know.
So a car anyways.
Yeah.
What else can you transform into? Are they all not just transformed into trucks?
Well, like Bumblebee is a
I'm not into Transformers.
Never
either
even
now.
seen.
black and yellow Mustang.
Mustang Sally.
Oh yeah.
No, never watched any of the
What time are we,
Transformers.
Mr. Producer?
42.
42. Not going too bad now.
I say we wrap it up.
Oh, I have a few bits for you.
Oh, do you? Jeez,
Yeah.
I thought you were being slow to come forth with them. So I was like,
no. I'm letting you talk. You see, you don't
Right.
get enough airtime. I'm sure. But I have a new segment for you because I feel like Vicky's bits is struggling a bit.
right, okay. Well, I'm not going to do any better in a new segment, so I don't know why you're giving me a new one.
I want you to become the new agony aunt.
Okay.
So, what would you call your agony aunt section?
I was going to say Bicky's bits.
No, what goes with Bicky? Yeah, Bicky's side bits.
Bicky's side hustle.
Bicky's big bits. Bicky's little bits.
Bicky's.
In bits.
Bicky's
No,
in bits.
stop now. Bicky's.
Bits with Bicky.
Bickering. No, I don't know. Gone. Anyways, we'll come up with a name.
We'll have to get a name, right?
Yeah.
But I'd love you to put yourself in the scenario of this agony aunt.
Okay.
This one's called Dear Deirdre.
Oh, dear Deirdre, lovely.
Dear Deirdre.
I feel like every agony aunt is Deirdre. Dear Deirdre.
Dear Deirdre. No, so
Hard to say.
Dear Bicky, my mum's dog attacked our postman. I tried to help him. Then one thing led to another, and now I think I'm pregnant.
Right.
So, what do you say to this?
What's her question?
You have to give her advice.
Sure.
Pregnant now for post.
And what of it?
I tried to help him. One thing led to another, and now I think I'm pregnant.
I mean, every child is a blessing in my eyes. Like, if she did... honest to God, though. No, I'm trying to be serious here. I'm serious. Like, if she did...
Every child's a blessing in my life.
So what you're saying is,
What she's saying is she...
as a postman.
No, I like she comes clean to her suitor. In this case, the postman.
postman.
She says, "Listen, I'm having your baby."
I really hope he's not married.
What, she's married?
What if she's pregnant? like, whether she's married or he's married, the facts are now that she's pregnant and she's having a baby.
Right.
And sure, what else? What advice do you want? My advice: go see a doctor and, like, you know, start as you mean to go on. You know, quit the fags, quit the drink, and care for your little embryo. That's the advice I'd give.
You wouldn't.
She's pregnant now.
You wouldn't tell her to get a snuff motion.
Absolutely not. No. Well, unless it was not consented. You know, unless the sex there was no consent.
But every child's a blessing, so.
I mean, she hasn't given me enough to go on here. If she's like, I don't know what I want to do, and, you know, that's a different story, then she'd obviously have to think about it and what she wants and this, that and the other. But she just says, she tried to help and now she's pregnant. Congratulations, that's what I'd say. I'm delighted for you. Like, you're going to be a mother.
Gorgeous baby.
Yeah, you're going to be a mum. Very rewarding job, apparently. Apparently.
One of the hardest but most rewarding.
Yeah. So yeah, congrats. What's her name?
From Agatha with the bags under her eyes. Age 17.
What's that young lady's name?
Oh, it's Anonymous. Anonymous 17.
Congratulations, Anonymous 17. I'm delighted for you.
But,
Godmother dibs.
What?
Godmother dibs.
She'll definitely pick you, I'd say.
Yeah.
So, my fiance is pregnant,
Right.
and I've been sleeping with her sister.
Oh, Jesus.
She's also pregnant,
Oh!
and I'm not ready for kids. Should I ditch them both?
No, man the fuck up. You dip the wick, you fucking have to live with the consequences.
With both.
Do you know what my advice for him is?
What?
Get a second job. Because first of all, you clearly have too much time in your hands, and second of all, you're going to need the cash. So, like, if you have 2 babies to support, you need to tie up your time before you have 3 babies to support, and you need to also get some extra cash flow because nappies ain't cheap. Next.
Fiance's pregnant, and what about what advice would you give to the fiance and the sister who are both pregnant for the same man?
That's up to them. If they want to be a single mom, they can be a single mom, but make them pay maintenance.
But, like, do the sisters
Does one of them stay with them?
see each other again? Or?
But that's not up for me to say.
Well, it is. You're giving them advice. They're asking for it. It's not unsolicited.
You can't choose your family, and they might only have each other. You don't get to choose your siblings. Your blood.
Right. Okay, I'm happy with
Work it out. And, like, gorgeous, same age cousins.
Irish twins.
Irish twins, like, you know, same daddy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like, how would they be cousins? Oh my god, they're cousins,
But brothers.
but they're
sisters.
siblings. Oh fuck, they're not incest, are they? No, thank God.
Not unless they decide to have a child together.
Jesus.
But that's another agony aunt.
So,
Half sibling, half cousin.
wow, actually, like, that's definitely happened. That's not like
So
wilding
they're
out.
cousins.
Yeah,
They're brosins.
or scissons, or custers, or cutters.
No, easy.
That's all 4. You can only do 4 of them.
Quite short.
Yeah, but yeah.
But like
Again, congratulations, girls.
my girls. I'm happy for you.
My
girls.
girls.
That's from Navy Boy
Navy boy,
in Somerset.
fucking put a glove on it and get a second job quickly.
You know what they say, Navy Boy, no glove, no love. But you've plenty of love to give, so keep going.
Yeah, very fair play.
Okay.
Last one now.
No, okay. Dear Deirdre, my girlfriend had our first child recently, but we are both white and the baby is black.
Oh,
As is a mate, I caught her topless with 8 months ago.
are these real life?
Yes.
Well, that chap's
No, hold on.
okay.
No.
Go on, read it.
Sorry.
Hold it together.
Deirdre, I'm reading out Deirdre's advice.
Okay.
Do you want to give your advice first? Yeah, I'll hear yours first. So, my girlfriend had our first child recently, but we were both white and the baby is black. As is a mate, I caught her topless with 8 months ago.
Okay. What does he do? Like, he needs to realise the facts. He is not the father of that baby. Now, there's nothing to say he can't be the father figure in that baby's life.
He can be
he's
the
not-
daddy.
He's not.
He's just not the biological father.
He's not the biological father, and that's the facts. That's the law. That's the fact. And it's really up to him then if he wants to take that child under his wing and love it as his own, or does he want his mate or so-called mate to raise that child and care for it.
Right.
And maybe he can go again with the fiance. Who knows?
So the advice
Deirdre
Deirdre gave.
Let's hear what this bitch has to say.
One of you could have. One of you could have. No, stop.
you want me to read it out?
What if you could have a forgotten black ancestor? Don't push for DNA tests without thinking through what you could lose. Jesus, Deirdre.
You're really clutching at straws there, Dee.
Good morning, Stretch.
Especially when, like, you found the fiance topless with a friend 8 months ago.
Oh, last one.
Right, last one, lads. Can you hold together? You're
I'd be
howling.
howling, right?
Where do you find these?
Dear Deirdre.
I love Dear Deirdre. No, maybe it's Dear Deirdre.
Deirdre. Dear Deirdre. Will playing with my breasts make them bigger? My boyfriend insists it will. He's 22 and I'm 19. He spends the evening fondling my breasts to see if his theory works. I don't think there's any truth in it, and I really wouldn't mind them having a rest.
Like, she needs to quietly leave the room and go seek some...
She needs to assert her dominance.
Yeah, and needs to maybe, you know, be like...
No means no.
No means no.
Chicken.
And get out. And stop being such a tick.
Blatant tick.
Blatant tick. And give the girls a rest. For God's crying out loud.
The poor girls.
Poor girl, they'd be pulled out with the sockets.
Pulled asunder.
Pulled asunder, but yeah.
From 7 to 9 every evening.
7 to 9.
And no growth spurts as of yet.
As of yet. But we're watching carefully.
I wouldn't mind them having a rest.
Feels terribly sorry for her now. She's only 19.
Oh, but Deirdre, I really enjoyed that.
You did.
Yeah.
No, enjoyed that now as well.
Yeah. And we'll have to think of a
name.
A name.
Get actual listeners to.
Oh yeah, to give us some agony and questions.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I personally think, and I wouldn't throw compliments around like this, but I think your advice is second to none.
Really? Why don't you ever take it then?
I do. Here I am, sitting nice and pretty
Yeah.
beside my little woman.
Your little woman. But yeah, that was enjoyable now.
You enjoyed
Funny
that,
stories,
did you?
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
love the stories. I have another.
14 of them, but we won't get to them today.
I've loads of them, but really thoroughly enjoyed them. Thoroughly enjoyed your answers. I have one little bit I'm going to finish on, unless you have a non-joke. No,
No jokes.
no jokes. So it was just a once off. It was just
a once
episode
off.
14.
Until it was a gas joke. It was lost on you. If I ever hear another good, like you'll know if I hear a good joke. You'll hear about it.
Well, this is just a thought-provoking one.
Okay.
So I really want you to get involved here.
When do I never get involved?
Open your mind to the possibilities. Your fingers have fingertips, but your toes don't have toe tips.
Yeah.
But you can tiptoe around, but you can't tip finger.
How many knuckles do your toes have?
Let's not talk about that. Like, no.
I'm trying to think. Like
The knuckles, though.
your fingertips. See them? They're
See them?
Yeah, but I'm trying to show you the fingertip.
Oh, you just turned into a gremlin.
I've 1, 2, 3 knuckles on your finger, say. So you have your knuckle, then you have the first joint, and then you have the second joint. So the second joint to the tip, that's your fingertip. But your toe, you just have your knuckle and your first joint. There's no
I
tip.
can't really discuss this.
Well,
now,
you
to
brought
be honest.
it up. You asked me to get into it. Guys, that's episode 15. We're leaving it there.
Good night, God bless.
My head's racing after that. Honestly,
My head is scrambled.
My head is scrambled. Oh, you missed it, wouldn't you? I
You
sat down
missed
here
it.
and I was like, this is sure be 20 minutes. Like, we've nothing to talk about. But you always go, you always have shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Good
Luckily,
shit.
because I genuinely had Kin and the Emmys. That's all I had written down in my notes. And I couldn't even talk about either of them because I did watch Kin, but like, I've nothing really to add. Watch it. Like, what else do you want me to say? Right, good night. God bless.
Good night. God bless. Bye.
Or good evening. Good morning.